My eyebrows are trash. My girl who waxes them isn't working until tomorrow, so I also scratch my chin. And I don't know how. So I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows since you guys already know how I do that, and I will be right back. I haven't even opened it yet, so I'm excited to see. I mean, I already know what it looks like and all that, but I haven't even opened mine yet, so it's still in the box. And it's broken. So this is what it looks like. Unfortunately, mine is broken, so I'm gonna have to go back to where I purchased it and get a new one, obviously. I have a lazy eye today. Oh, come on, dude. I guess we'll work with this palette the best that we can and go from here. So I'm gonna be using my Tarte Shape Tape and just... So this is new to me. I like usually do my foundation first and then my eye makeup. It's just what I like and it's something that worked for me. But now I've been doing my eyes first so I can be a little more messy about it. And I'm just gonna put the concealer everywhere and just blend that in. And typically I set, you know, my primer with powder, that way it blends out better. If you let this like dry and sit for a second before you start putting all your shadow on, it still blends just as nice. This guy right here. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that. What brush are we gonna use? I'm gonna use my MAC 217. If you don't have one of these, I highly recommend investing in one. It's by Ulta Beauty, so that way you can use the same brush and go in between colors. I need to take these shoes off. Arnie, get off my couch. These damn cats don't listen. Worth a damn. All right, so I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the incense, tap that, get the extra off, go right into the crease. Always just pick up a little bit because you can always build it. I think a common mistake that some people make, and you know, I don't want to say that it's a mistake. Everyone does their makeup different and has their own way of doing it. But sometimes when you pick up too much color at once, then you can't blend it out and it ends up being a muddy mess. So me personally, what works for me is picking up a little bit and building it because you can always add more. You can't take away. What's there is there. So this is a good way to have some control. And I'm just doing little baby circles and windshield wiper motions. And I'm gonna bring that up pretty high. And don't worry about if you get it on your lid. I mean, you're gonna cover that up later anyway. And I think, you know, we can always darken this up later, but right now I think it looks good for the transition color. I'm literally making this up as I go. I didn't have any kind of set look, so this is gonna be random. It might come out good, it might come out bad. I don't know. We gonna find out. I'm gonna go in with Passion. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Passion, like more like red burgundy color here. And I'm gonna use my Morphe M506. It's a nice tapered, tiny blending brush, and I'm gonna pick up a little bit. Again, tap off the extra. I love this brush because it's so tiny and it fits right in your crease, like so perfect, just like in that deeper crease. And basically blend until your hand hurts and until you can't see a difference between the first color we put on and the second. You just want it to blend all together. I'm gonna go back in with my 217 MAC brush, take a little bit of the incense on there, and just blend out the edges a little bit. Take a little bit of Wild Child, and Wild Child seems like it has a lot of fallout. It's super shimmery, so I'm gonna spray it with some all-nighter just so that it's not falling all over the place. I'm gonna take some of the Dreamer and put that right underneath my brow. I'm going to be using the Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation from Maybelline. If you've watched previous videos of mine, you know I'm not a big drugstore foundation or skincare type of person, but a friend of mine talked me into this and I do really like it. I will say it is more matte because I'm more dry to combination. I do have to use a hydrating spray after, so I use the Hangover RX. So if you are someone who's more dry to combination, you can try this. You'll probably like it. You just have to manipulate the formula a little bit more. They don't have one shade that matches, so I mix the 312 and the 332 together. I'm very golden to neutral, as you can see. So a lot of foundations tend to turn red on me. The primer that I'm going to be using is the Hangover RX primer. I do about 1.5 pumps. And the reason I like this primer is because it has hyaluronic acid. It also has coconut water in it. It's nice and hydrating, especially for like if you want to wear a matte foundation. The skin needs to be prepped properly. So I'm going to start out with 1 pump of one shade and 1 pump of the other. And I like to just mix that on the back of my hand, dot it on, and blend it in. I don't think you can really tell on camera, but it is super matte, full coverage. Like, you know, sometimes I add a little more in areas, like I have a couple dark spots here, some pigmentation issues, and I'll add a little bit more. How can I forget my color corrector? So recently I've been using MAC lipstick as my color corrector. It's been working a lot better for me, and it's the MAC Red. And sometimes I'll like rub it in with my fingers first and then blend it out. And the reason I like a beauty blender is because my foundation comes out better that way. When I use a brush, it really drags on my dry skin sometimes. It makes me look flaky, or the foundation doesn't look like it's adhering to my skin very well. And then it looks like almost like it's sitting on top of the skin. So this really pushes it in, and I get it, you go through more product when you use a beauty blender because it kind of soaks up your foundation, but it works for me, so I don't care. For a drugstore foundation, I mean, I think this is phenomenal. With most, you find that they're very runny. This one comes out very, very thick. It's definitely like the thickest drugstore foundation I've ever tried. It's not watery whatsoever, and that's typically why I don't like drugstore foundations. Are runny, and then the ingredients, I don't know too much about the ingredients in this. So now I'm going to go in with my Shape Tape and Tan Sand. I've been trying to use less concealer, but I find that the thicker the concealer is of the Shape Tape, the better it works. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that either. And I like to use my fingers to blend that out. I find that I get more coverage when I use my fingers, and then I'll take a beauty blender and blend out the edges. So you know, it wouldn't be a video of mine if I didn't talk shit. Recently I had an unfortunate situation happen with a complete stranger that I don't know. And I'm not going to go into detail for privacy reasons of my personal life. Most things I'm like willing to share, and at some point I will down the road. But right now is really not a good time to be sharing what happened. Hopefully what I do talk about makes sense without having to go into detail. But basically I had a not so great situation happen with another girl. Basically, I feel like when women are upset, they're quick to attack each other and body shame and all types of things, when at the end of the day none of it is relevant to what is actually going on. This girl had the nerve to say, well, you know, she wears a wig, that's not her real hair, she has a black girl booty. So let's talk about the wig. Let's talk about that first. So the whole wig thing, the reason I am upset about that is because, not even for me, not even like my own personal reason, like anything towards me, but there are women out there who are dealing with medical issues that do need to wear a wig, and there's nothing wrong with someone who wears a wig. That doesn't make you less beautiful, it doesn't make you fake, it doesn't make you any of that. And that is what like hurt me and what was annoying to me, because this girl doesn't know me from a hole in the ground. So let's say that, you know, let's say I didn't have hair under my wig, and that was something that I was self-conscious about. How dare you even attack somebody? And this girl has, I mean, she's a hairstylist. So as a hairstylist, you think that someone who deals with hair and deals with women and their self-esteem, and you're someone who makes women feel pretty and better about themselves, that's sickening. And you know what, I'm grateful that I do have hair under my wig. I really am. And you know, I'm in the process of going all natural and transitioning from damaged hair to repaired hair. So I do like to wear my wig instead of putting heat on my hair and causing damage to all of the work that I've put in. I just wear my wig when I want my hair to be straight. It has nothing with me not liking my hair or being insecure. Sometimes you just need a different look, and it's so crazy because like For example, the Kardashians are so popular and they're always in the spotlight and they're always changing their hair, so you know they have wigs on and no one ever comes for them. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games until someone that you don't like is doing it, and that's just bizarre to me. And then secondly, to say that I have a black girl booty, you know what? I'm proud of my black girl booty, okay? My booty sits high, it ain't sagging, it ain't sloppy. Don't worry about my booty, worry about your booty, not mine. And I have a nice butt, like, come on now. Whether I have a black girl booty, white girl booty, whatever I've got, I like my booty. And it's not anyone's job to speak poorly about it, okay? Do not be a hater. If you want to talk bad about me in your home, to yourself, in your journal, in your diary, whatever you do, by all means, go for it. But you are not gonna talk to people that I know about my body. You got the wrong one. I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty, the Kunifa setting powder. At first I wasn't sure if I loved it. I wouldn't say I love it, I like it, it's growing on me. I think that we're headed in the right direction. I'm gonna pick it up on my beauty blender, which is damp, and just push it in there. And for a moment I thought maybe I should have went lighter with the color, but I think this color is pretty good. So back to the booty situation. Like, big booties are in. Big booties have always been in. Big booties have never not been a thing. So, and I'm not saying that I got a whole wagon back here, but I got a wagon, okay? My butt has always been in style. My butt has been in style since I was in high school. And you know what? No one's ever had a bad thing to say about it. So ask about me. Ask about my wagon, girl, okay? Because they gonna tell you. The point of the story is, if you're somebody out there who gets in an argument with someone or whatever that looks like, it is not your job to body shame them. If you want to call someone a bitch or every name under the sun, that's fine. Do what you gotta do. My camera overheated, so we had to take a break for a second, but I'm back. I dusted all of the excess baking powder off, and this is the finish of it. Super smooth, super flawless. I'm a little dehydrated. I haven't been drinking enough water and taking care of myself properly. Just haven't. So I am creasing a little bit under here, but that has nothing to do with the concealer or the powder. So now we are going to finish the eyes. I'm going to go back in with my Morphe 506 and pick up some of the Eccentric, which is the shade here, and put that right underneath my lash line. And I like this because it is so tiny, so you can really blend out under the lash line. It's not so big. And I'm gonna bring that the whole way across because it's not dark, so it's not like it's gonna close my eye up. Now I'm gonna take some of the Passion, which we used in the crease up top, and blend that in right on top. Now we have that smoked out on the bottom. And notice I didn't bring it the whole way in because I don't want to close the eye up, so just leaving it on the, just like halfway, like right where your pupil is. I stopped right about there. And just buff that out. So my favorite eyeliner, ew, is that hair? The NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner. I'm going to make the wing first. And then I'm going to start at the center of the pupil and connect to the line. And then you don't want to pull, because if you pull when you let go, it's going to change the shape of what you're trying to create. So just like gently hold back here, just so you have, you know, some stability. And then attach, just like that. And then fill in the blank where there's no liner. And now I'm going to go in from the center, the corner of the eye. And connect all of it. So now, how my line is like kind of crooked, you can go in and fix that. You got the foundation down, so we got the shape of it down, how we want it, where we want it placed. Now, with eyeliner, like I always say, start out thin. That way if you mess up and you need to get thicker, then you have room to, because you don't want to start out thick and then mess up and then you're screwed. So now we have a nice straight line the whole way across. Okay, almost, hold on. Please hold. Eyeliner. So now we just gotta do the other eye. Okay, so both eyes are done now, shadow and liner wise. So now we're gonna move on to mascara. I kind of want to try something new because I like typically Bad Gal Bang is my, let's just do Bad Gal Bang because you can't go wrong with Bad Gal Bang. Bad Gal Bang, Bad Gal Bang, bang, bang. So this is a new NARS mascara. I haven't tried it yet. It's the Climax. I really like the packaging. It reminds me of like back in the 80s, like something that my mom would have had. I like the brush on it. It's pretty chunky. It's a chunky brush. It kind of reminds me of Better Than Sex without the dip in the middle. So let's see how it works. I'm definitely not impressed at all. Like, I like a nice like wet formula, and this just isn't wet enough for me. I'll try it again another day, but today I'm not loving it. I'm really not. I'm going to contour now using my Smashbox Halo powder. It's my favorite. I'm going to be using the Cover FX powder brush. I've been liking this to contour with. Nothing crazy, just kind of natural. Highlighter, this, the Mirage. The High Impact Highlighter Illuminator by Morphe. I've been liking. I'll show you how it swatches. Woo, daddy. So I'm gonna take my Morphe M530 and just pop that on. Stereo. Put it on the chin. Put it on the center of the forehead. I got so excited about the highlighter, I forgot to contour my nose. I like to use the Urban Decay, the brush that came I think with the Naked 2 or Naked 3. I don't know, one of the Nakeds, and contour my nose with it. It's like nice and skinny and like perfect for that. Right down the sides. I'm not taking it the whole way down. It'll actually make my nose look bigger. So I'm stopping like midway through. I'm just using a very light hand. I only picked up a little bit of product. I'm going to take a little bit of highlighter on the Morphe M431. Put that right down the center. And then a little on the tip. This chapstick right here is so good. This is the Brazilian Kiss lip balm. They make like, this brand makes the Bum Bum cream. So good. On my lips, I'm very routine. You're probably never going to see me use a different color for my lips, and I really don't care because this is about the only like lip color I feel comfortable in. It's something brown and something neutral. I feel like I don't look good in color, so just get used to it. It's going to be the same thing probably every time. Typically I use Conspiracy, but I wanted to try something new. So I purchased the ColourPop, the lippy pencil in BFF, I think 5, or is that a 30? No, I think it's BFF 5, and it's not retractable, you have to sharpen it, and it's just like a, it's very similar and comparable to Conspiracy, just price-wise a lot more affordable, and I'm just going to line my lips with that. And I like to, oh, come on. I like to overline my lips because they are very small. With the brown, it's a lot easier for me to do that. I just need a lip pencil sharpener. So what I do is I follow my natural lip line first, bring it in, and then I'll make 2 points at the top. So like a V. Of where I want my fake lips to be. And then I'll follow again and connect it so that you keep the normal shape of your lips, so only you're adding on top. Like so. And then I just fill that in. So recently I bought the Dose of Colors, the new collection from Dose of Colors, the lipsticks. I have Peachy and New Chica. I wore this Peachy the other day. I don't know if this is just a bad one. I love the New Chica, but I wore this on my lips and it just peeled off my lips. I mean, it was terrible. I don't know if it's because I didn't have a lip liner under it, but regardless, whether I have a lip liner under it or I'm wearing it by itself, it shouldn't be peeling and separating the way that it was. With this one, I've always worn it on top of lip liner, so I mean, it might be the same without lip liner as the peachy was, but on top of lip liner, it's great. And I'm just putting that in the center. These smell really good. And then I also bought the gloss. I'm gonna pop some of that in the center. This right here is my favorite pencil liner right now. This is the No Tug by It Cosmetics. It is a gel, and they rolled it up and put it in a pencil. So if you're someone that uses the gel pots, like with the angled brush, that's the same consistency and texture as this. And I'm just gonna put this in my waterline. Since I already started out with this, I might as well finish and do my bottom lashes with it. Maybe I'll like it better. I feel like the brush though is a little too fat to be using on the bottom, where you might like do that little dot. Exactly what I knew was gonna, yeah, I'm like over this mascara. I really am. I definitely will not be purchasing this mascara, that is for sure. So I'm gonna wait till that little black dot dries and then scrape it away with a Q-tip. So if that ever happens to you, don't scrape it when it's wet, because then it just smears and it's a hot mess. Just take your Q-tip when it's dry and it'll flake off. Let's just pop on our lashes. I keep these lashes in a baggie because I like to wear them a couple times before I throw them away, so I can't tell you what they are at this point. I'm pretty sure they are the Vegas Nay. One of the Vegas Nay lashes from like her collection. And I lost my tweezers. Like, I'm just so discombobulated. Alright, I got it on. I don't know how secure it is. The struggle is so real when you don't have tweezers. I'm so irritated. I don't know how people do this. Help, 911. We have an emergency. Now I just have to do my hair. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna do my hair. I have 9 days off, so I'm like, you know, I'm actually gonna go to Chipotle now. Just like this. Ow. Oh, wait. We gotta pop something in the corner here. I knew it was looking a little dead. Oh, this is a mess, dude. It's broken palette. Are you serious? We're gonna take a little bit of Celestial and pop that in the corner. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just so scatterbrained today. Like, I really wish I could share with you what happened and why I'm so like, but it's just like, it's too soon and it's a little too personal. But I will eventually. I will. Don't you worry. That's what it needed. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram, Amaris Brianna. On Snapchat, abrianna88. Leave a comment down below if you want. Let me know how you like the video, or maybe what you want to see next, if this was helpful for you, or whatever. Just leave me something. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.